On this episode of 10-8, we'll be joined by Marty Jacobson, Deputy Director of Seniors vs. Crime. Don't go anywhere. 10-8 starts right now. Our guest today is Marty Jacobson. Marty is the Deputy Director for Seniors vs. Crimes out of the Attorney General's office. Welcome, Marty.
Thank you very much. Appreciate being here.
Thank you for being here. And tell us a little bit about Seniors vs. Crime.
In 1989, Colonel Vern Thornton with the Broward County Sheriff's Office started an advocacy program called Seniors vs. Crime. The program was picked up as a special project by the Florida Attorney General's office and has been in existence ever since. The program started out as an advocacy to help seniors who've been victimized, but along the way it's grown. Well, we're in every county in the state of Florida, and we represent senior citizens, veterans, the spouses of veterans, the children who are dependent of veterans, and vulnerable senior adults. When the program first started, it was very small, and as I said, it had expanded. When the program started, I happened to be a Stuart police officer at the time, and we started a volunteer program at the Stuart Police Department. Well, the Attorney General's office looked at what we were doing with our volunteers in the city of Stuart, putting them undercover to investigate frauds against senior citizens and other items that would assist the Stuart Police Department. Well, they became so effective that throughout the 19th Judicial Circuit, the State Attorney's Office was using some of our volunteers as well to investigate crimes and frauds against senior citizens. Those volunteers with the police department at that time became the prototype for the volunteers that the Attorney General's office wanted. So our Stuart volunteers became the first senior super sleuths for the Attorney General's project. Now we have over 2,000 volunteers throughout the state of Florida that help us with this program. Also, here in St. Lucie County, we have residents that work in our office, and the Sheriff's Office has a wonderful volunteer program as well.
Yes. And from reading some of the material on the Seniors vs. Crimes, it predominantly started, the pilot program was on the east coast of Florida.
Correct.
And so with that, how long has this area had the Seniors vs. Crime program?
We started in 1989 as well, just very shortly, again, using our Stuart volunteers to expand the program. And it came up here to St. Lucie County as well. Now, in St. Lucie County, Sheriff Mascara supports our program and gives us office space within the confines of the operations of the Sheriff's Office. So we're very grateful for that. While we don't always work directly together day in and day out, we meet and we share cases with one another, and he supports our program by giving us office space and time, etc.
Right. And Marty, you're a retired police officer from Stuart, as you said. What is your role as the Deputy Director for Seniors vs. Crime?
Well, here I was a volunteer with Seniors vs. Crime for 30 years of my 35-year career. And I retired from the police department, and there was this metamorphosis that occurred, and it's going to happen to you too. I became a senior citizen. I couldn't stop it. Okay, it just happened. And having been a police officer for 35 years, I said, you know, if there's ever a chance for me to go back to work, because I was seeing things happening in the news, I would take that opportunity. And lo and behold, Seniors vs. Crime said, you know, that job that you did as a volunteer for 30 years, well, now it's a paid staff position if you're interested. So I jumped on that, and my wife and myself, we have a big bucket list, but it gives me a lot of great satisfaction to be back to work and helping people who have been victimized. And that's what we do. Seniors vs. Crime, we will take complaints from senior citizens, and we determine what law enforcement agency they could best be worked by. Maybe it's a sheriff's office or a local police department. Maybe it's a state agency like the Department of Banking and Finance or the Insurance Commission. It could be the FBI or the Secret Service who investigate credit card fraud. It could even be a civilian agency like the Federal Trade Commission that will provide volunteers to assist with their investigations.
That's great. And really, so what you guys do is sort of bridge that gap. You're not doing actual law enforcement work. That's left up to the agencies. But what you're doing is sort of guiding the seniors in which way to possibly go with a problem that they're having, whether it's a civil problem or whether it is maybe just some advice they need, legal advice or whatever. Is that correct?
Well, it covers the whole gamut, but we do can take on some criminal cases, and I'll explain. People can call our toll-free number, 1-800-203-3099, or they can go on our website, www.seniorsversuscrime, and you will speak to an individual or leave a message or file your complaint online. Our staff will look at that complaint and we'll diagnose it. What's the best way to approach this problem? Should it go to a law enforcement agency? And we will look to see, is there probable cause that a crime has been committed? Because law enforcement investigates upon probable cause. They will look at that complaint and hopefully they'll go through with it. But sometimes that complaint lacks probable cause. And as your deputies know, sometimes they have to tell someone, I can't help you because a crime hasn't been committed.
Right.
And law enforcement has to go to the state attorney and before a jury to convince them beyond a reasonable doubt that a crime has been committed.
Right.
We could look at something less than that. We can look at, was there a crime or was there an incident of deceptive practices or exploitation of a senior citizen that is below a crime, but you know it was still wrong. And we have the authority to mitigate damages. So law enforcement might get this case, and it's a civil case. Maybe a contractor allegedly ripped someone off, and we can look at it and say, what you did was wrong. The statute says the Attorney General can potentially fine you $15,000 for your exploitive practice. However, we're going to mitigate. So our volunteers who come from all walks of life will pull the parties together and try to get damages for the senior victim.
Okay, great. Well, listen, let's take a break. And when we come back, I want you to give us maybe a few more examples, real-life cases that
Certainly.
maybe you guys have worked recently.
Just
okay?
like Dragnet.
Absolutely.
Just the facts.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're joined again today with Marty Jacobson, the Deputy Director of Seniors versus Crime. Marty, I know we left and we were discussing some scenarios and some cases that we wanted to talk about, but before we do that, let's tell the viewers how the program is funded, where you get your money from to do this great work for the seniors in the state of Florida.
Well, Seniors versus Crime is not tax supported. The program is run on grants that we receive through various organizations. In 1989, when we started, the program was funded with recovery from cases that we had investigated. And being in law enforcement, you know, cost recovery is very difficult to predict because you don't know what your caseloads would be. And the same was with us. Now, Seniors versus Crime originally received $1 million civil class action suit against a company in the state of Florida that started the project. But now, because it is so hard to project and we have a line item budget, we see grants to support our program. The program is very lean. Many people don't know we exist, yet we've been there since 1989, and we've recovered over $28 million for senior citizens in the state of Florida on their behalf. Now, as of 2017, and our 2018 report isn't out yet, we recovered over $2 million for senior citizens, along with 14,000 calls for service and 89 criminal case referrals. Now, we mentioned before that oftentimes we'll give criminal cases to law enforcement and they'll reciprocate and give us cases back. But sometimes those cases cover such large areas of Florida, we don't want there to be duplicity with multiple law enforcement agencies investigating the same thing. So the Attorney General's office will spearhead those investigations and might take the lead in those criminal cases. An example, and we'll go into more detail, but on that topic, a company is selling vacation plans, and a lot of consumers in Florida buy those vacation plans, and you're promised the vacation of your dream, but all you can get is a fishing trip in Minnesota in February. So the Attorney General's office says, you know, this covers so many people, we will take the lead, and they might pursue that criminally. Or now in the Panhandle, because so many people were hit by the hurricane, there's a lot of price gouging cases, and the Attorney General will take the lead on many of those cases. So it goes one way or the other, I guess, the way the wind blows. Now, we staff our program with volunteers. We have 12 paid individuals in the organization, but we have 2,000 volunteers in every county in the state of Florida. Our volunteers are homemakers, retired Fortune 500 company executives, factory workers, from every gamut of life, and they come to work with us. Some of them work in an office setting where they screen the complaints and they investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are our super sleuths, and they'll go undercover to investigate actual frauds committed. And we lend those super sleuths to the sheriff's office, to police departments, to federal agencies as part of their workforce to go in and resolve these complaints. And we have other volunteers who work from home, and they will notify Seniors versus Crime about those perpetual scams that you get. You know, we're seeing those grandparents getting hit by, you know, my grandson's in jail scam.
Right.
It's the IRS calling, it's the Social Security, it's someone calling to fix your computer, whatever it is. And they will serve as monitors and report back to Seniors versus Crime. And we will work with local law enforcement, the Better Business Bureau, the Federal Trade Commission. So it's a good team effort and how we put all of this together.
Now, is there, for your volunteers, and it sounds like you really rely on these volunteers and the grants to make this program work.
Yes.
But is there any special training that your volunteers go through before becoming a super sleuth or becoming starting to deal with the public?
Yes, we have a training program for our staff, and we try to coordinate it so we can run as much of it at the same time to get as much work done, so we don't have to have duplicity in running classes after classes after classes. So if you volunteer, it might be a while before we contact you. It's sort of like a mini academy, you know, so we can bring people up to speed in a classroom setting on what we need done. Now, let me pitch this. And what I could really use are some forensic accountants, because we deal with so many financial crimes and crimes of exploitation. People with an accounting background are certainly going to be on our list looking for your services as a volunteer. But that's not mandatory, because our needs are so different from the Panhandle to Key West and everywhere in between. We have offices and those 2,000 volunteers. And our local office is here in St. Lucie County, the County Courthouse Annex 250, I think it's Country Club Drive.
Country Club Drive.
Right.
Yes.
And the sheriff provides us office space there.
Yep.
And we work very closely with the Sheriff's Crime Prevention Unit and the Economics Crimes Unit, not just with the sheriff's office, but my district covers from Highlands County to Key West. So I have a lot of area to cover.
So within that area, how many offices do you have?
Well, it does. It varies, okay? Because sometimes we consolidate. Any time up to a dozen offices between Highlands and Key West.
Okay.
Sometimes we're busier in one office than the other, so we might have to consolidate. Or in some cases, places are remodeling, so we'll have to move office space. Okay. But we're always available at that 1-800-203-3099.
And we're gonna let our viewers, we're gonna show them a pamphlet. They'll be able to see that on the screen and get the numbers and the website before the end of the show today. But I think it's important what you said, that you're in need of those volunteers, and sometimes it's volunteers with just a special niche like accounting, or it could be a building, somebody in the construction industry to help you with the scams and frauds. So I think that's important for our viewers to understand when it comes to those volunteers.
Yeah,
so,
and they're as good as gold. And you know, with the volunteers that you have on the sheriff's office, they're good-hearted people. They work for absolutely nothing,
yes.
And they bring to the table a work ethic and skills that can't be matched, you know, in many different areas.
No, I agree with you. In the sheriff's office, we rely on the support of our volunteers daily throughout different areas of the sheriff's office. So let's take another break, and when we come back, we will get into those examples of some of the cases that you work that some of our viewers might find very interesting as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're joined again by Marty Jacobson, Deputy Director of Seniors versus Crime. Marty, when we left a few minutes ago, we were discussing you kind of walking us through an example of a case that a Seniors versus Crime has worked in our area. So let's tell our viewers one of these examples and start from the beginning, how that came in, and then about how you worked with other agencies.
Certainly. Well, you could call in with the 1-800 number, 203-3099, or go online and file your complaint. Senior citizens have different levels of competence and with computers, so we understand that. So we're very flexible. But we had also a gentleman who came into one of our local offices, and you can find out our office hours by going on our website. Throughout the state, they're published. They're not always the same. And the gentleman came in, he says, I want to report this incident. I'm in a service organization as a veteran, and there's an individual in my organization who wears all sorts of accolades, and it just can't be true that he had earned all of these. And there were some other issues pertaining to potential fraud that had developed, and he filled out a very good, comprehensive, complete report, and we looked at it and we said, the only problem that we have here, Seniors versus Crime, we can only represent the actual victim of the incident. You are a great witness and a great complainant, but you have no standing in this complaint because you are not a victim. So we determined, yes, there is probable cause there. The individual will refer him to the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office was very astute, picked up the case, and one of your detectives, who was a Marine, saw this and ran with it and subsequently made an arrest for valor theft based on our original complaint.
Wow.
So now that is pending prosecution, but that's an example how we work together with law enforcement. In this particular case, just happened to go in the realm of the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office.
Wow, that's an interesting story, and I think I remember that one here not too long ago.
Correct.
What are some of the scenarios that you are seeing with Seniors versus Crime that maybe our viewers need to be aware of and to look out for as well here recently?
Yes. Well, let me mention that a lot of seniors are reluctant to report.
Mm-hmm.
They're embarrassed. They might be ashamed. They're afraid to let their family members know that they've been swindled or conned. They don't want family members to take over their accounts and get guardian ad litems. Probably 1 in 5 report, 20%, and the average scam or con is $2,000. Locally, I'll give you a couple of examples. A 96-year-old woman goes into a local car dealership to have her oil changed on her 96 Buick. Beautiful car, no mileage on it. And she walks out of the dealership with a brand new car, $25,000 payment, 7.5% interest for the next 6 years. She's 96 years old. Now, when we go back to that statute, if you get a senior citizen involved in a deal that is deceptive or exploitative and they are vulnerable, the statute says the AG, Attorney General, can fine you $15,000 and we can go for damages against that victim. So Seniors versus Crime get together with the individuals and we mitigate. We mitigate. As ombudsmen at our level, we mitigate. Further up the line, the Attorney General will litigate. In this case, the deal is reversed and the woman got her money back and everything was completed. We get a lot of those type of cases.
That's fantastic. How did that case come forward? How did you guys find out about that case?
Because of programs like this. You allow us to share the information with the public, and then once these programs air, our phone base lights up and people call. Or through doing presentations, in HOAs and throughout the community. And I always get someone who stands up and says, I have a friend.
Right.
It's a little more intricate than that. And we work with them to try to resolve some of these conflicts. Something else that we see a lot of in this area, because there's so much growth, is contractor fraud. Now, sometimes people will report the fraud to the sheriff's office or the police department, and they'll say, this is a civil case. You signed a contract. But the problem is, the person they hired, they never permitted the job. They never had a contractor's license to do the job. There was absolute fraud involved. Or maybe there was no fraud, but they simply are floating one job to the next job, and they're so far behind you can't get the work done. So this comes to Seniors versus Crime, and once again, we will mitigate and try to get the people their money back. So much so, $28 million since our program started.
Wow. I think this is a fantastic service. I can remember when I was a patrol deputy, and after the '04 hurricanes, I can remember going to those calls and sort of feeling helpless as a deputy to help the victims of scams and
Right.
civil issues, because from a law enforcement perspective, we enforce Florida statute
Right.
and we help in criminal cases,
Right.
and we're not really equipped to handling those civil cases. And so I think that this program is a much needed program, and I hope it continues to grow and expand. And you made a comment about so many people are afraid, and 1 in 5 don't only report.
Correct.
And so for our viewers to know, this is it remains confidential too, as
Yes.
well, right? This
Yes.
is this is not some sort of public database or anything like that. This is an anonymous way for them to get their situations handled.
Well, to a certain extent, because we are bound by Florida Public Records Law, which is very open, Statute 119 in the state of Florida. You can go on our website and you can get information, our cases that are public. Now, some cases, the attorneys might sign an agreement that they're not going to release the name, because we're not trying to punish the business. We're just trying to make it right for the victim. And if we release things that might be disparaging, the business might be harmed. Maybe it's an innocent mistake on their part, and if they rectify it, that we try to make everyone whole and correct
Okay.
the situation.
Very good.
Another issue that we have is automobile repair fraud. In the state of Florida, and your officers know about the Motor Vehicle Repair Act, you can't do a repair if it's over $100 unless you have permission from the client and they've signed the invoice or they've given phone permission to have the job done. Had a gentleman came in and he had a coupon for a free oil change. And he says, yeah, I came back and my free oil change was $444. Well, they did work on his car allegedly without getting his permission, and now we're kidnapping the car and holding it for ransom. Well, the remedy there is to go to the clerk of court, post a bond, which is the amount of money for the repair, and take a certificate back with law enforcement to get your car back. And I went back with that individual in plain clothes, and they thought maybe I was his grandson or his son. I said, yeah, we're going to keep his car. He owes us $444. So I said, you have the right to remain silent, anything you say. He says, what are you, a cop or something? I said, well, sir, you can't. We're going to arrest you for auto theft, and we're going to arrest you for schemes to defraud, because what you're doing is wrong, and here is the statute. And we were able to prevail and get the guy's car back, and he didn't have to pay for the repairs, the alleged repairs. I mean, they said they changed the oil, the transmission fluid, the headlight fluids, everything that could be changed, but that wasn't the case.
Right.
So, again, and I was with Seniors versus Crime, working through the police department at that time, and we were able to prevail on behalf of that senior citizen.
And I feel like we could sit here and talk about this for probably as long as we wanted to. And I feel like that our viewers would probably find a scenario that they know someone or have been involved in. And so it's a great program, and we're providing information on our screen for our viewers to contact your organization. And but thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for telling us all about the program. Don't go away. We'll be right back. On behalf of Sheriff Ken J. Mascara and the men and women who proudly serve the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, thank you for making us part of your day. We'll see you next time.